tell you about some of the great lease programs going on all month
That's
long.
what I was thinking about using it, because I only use this when we have the Queen Bee.
For just $2.99 a month. Leases for 39 months, 10,000 miles a year with $2,000. For the finest sales, service, and selection, come experience the Gowling difference. You'll be glad you did. That's Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bloomfield Hills, Chelsea, Roseville, and online at Gowling.com.
That was good thinking.
I'm Adam Houseman, Pirate.
So I know I'm going to shake.
Stay away from drain cleaners because it's highly caustic and can wear away your pipes over time. Instead, opt to stake your drain to remove the clog. If you're looking for a great plumber,
So I know the Queen Bee and I always shake.
On 97.1 The Ticket is presented by BetQL. Smarter bets start with BetQL. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. Latest on your Detroit Lions. Download Necessary Roughness with TJ Lang and John Jessic today. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
248-539-9797. Blake Corum will join us a little bit after 7 o'clock. Of course, the 2 Grand Slam at 7:25. We're talking about the person being the best 14 in college football right now. John and I actually agree.
I know it's a little concerning to me, but I'll go with it for now.
Especially when it's college football. You know more than me. Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio State, and Michigan. Let's go to Chris and Livonia, 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey guys, in my opinion, if Michigan loses to Ohio State, there's no way they're getting in.
All right, let me ask you a question. You don't think a one-loss Michigan team would get in ahead of a one-loss Clemson or a one-loss TCU team?
No, I don't think so. And I could be wrong. The thing is that their out of conference schedule is by far the worst.
Correct.
And when they came out with the initial rankings, remember Clemson was over Michigan, and the main thing was they were hammering them on the out of conference schedule. And they'll do it again, in my opinion. I just don't see it happening. And if Ohio State loses to Michigan, obviously Michigan's in, Big Ten champs in. But they've got the win over Notre Dame,
right,
which is looking better and better. So, I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen. They're going to hammer them, and I think Michigan is going to lose the day if they make the decision to drop that to UCLA.
You're right.
UCLA.
You're right. And if
UCLA, they would have a heck of a better argument.
You're right. But I think if it's just on one loss versus one loss, I think Michigan would get in ahead of Clemson because of where they're ranked right now, and TCU.
Well, let me help you.
But he's right. And if they don't get in, and the reason the committee gives them is their non-conference schedule, Warde Manuel owes an apology to every Michigan freaking fan for canceling that UCLA game just because they wanted an extra home game to make money. He does.
So maybe an argument there, it would be, okay, so Clemson got absolutely throttled by Notre Dame, and Michigan loses a close game to a team that that beat Notre Dame.
Right.
Maybe that's where you go. I mean, I agree. I look at Clemson's non-conference schedule. Ooh, I'll do a Stoney. Georgia Tech, Furman.
Georgia Tech's conference.
No, that's right. Furman, LA Tech, Louisiana Tech, and who would be their other one? Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So they got
South Carolina.
Or South Carolina, yep. Are they counting Notre Dame in the conference?
Well, kind of. Well, no, not in the conference. It's not.
Then they have 4 out of conference.
Right.
Yep. And I mean, and Furman is, FCS.
Yeah.
So it's.
By the way, I know next year's is already, lined up, but you can buy teams out of stuff. Maybe they would somehow try to change that if they got screwed this year. Because it's UNLV, Bowling Green, and Arkansas State next year.
And it's not the matter of buying somebody out. It's trying to schedule somebody else because, as we know, schedules are
made to be broken.
Well, but they're scheduled 5, 6, 10 years out.
I know, but they're made to be broken, as Michigan has proven, and other schools.
And by the way, have somebody else break a schedule.
Yes, other teams have broken schedules too. Here's the other thing: if you're going to do this patty cake schedule, at least every year have 1 or 2 of the teams be either Eastern, Central, or Western, so the money that you're paying these
stays in state.
I mean, come on, really? We really need to see UNLV. Really need to there's so many Arkansas State alums around here.
Not a lot, but I mean, next year's the last year because then they do have Texas and Oklahoma on the schedule.
Allegedly.
You know, I think TCU.
No, they're on the schedule.
And see it.
No, they're on the schedule. Whether they'll play them or not is the question.
I think TCU is going to end up with a better resume. Like if they go up with Clemson, like straight up. I mean, they went to Colorado, and they're not good by any means, but they won by 25.
Colorado is awful. Colorado is really, really bad.
Did anybody else play a Pac-12 team?
They do have an underwear on the road.
Michigan play a Pac-12 team?
No, but I think Colorado State might be as good as Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now they did beat Tarleton State. Everybody has one of those games.
Yeah.
They played at SMU, so they played two.
Yes, SMU's good.
Two non-conference games on the road. Okay. Michigan didn't leave Michigan until what? October. I like that resume a little bit better, and I think winning by 10 at Morgantown has a little clout. It's not the easiest of places to play. The thing about TCU is, and this is why we want to do our personal poll. I hold the Oklahoma State game. My goodness, were they lucky?
Oh, yeah.
That's why when we get to make our own polls, we get to use things like that.
Well, and it's interesting because when they played teams that were ranked like Kansas. Remember when they played that was the
Oklahoma
huge game? Yeah, those teams are horrible. Daryl and Taylor, you're 97 on the ticket.
See where this is where that barn is.
Hey, I wanted to start off with I pray we don't get a 2-loss team into the playoffs this year. I just feel like it's too early. And also I feel like if you do have a 2-loss team, that means everybody should have a loss, and that's going to be impossible because Michigan and Ohio State only go lose to each other.
Right.
And then Alabama.
Yep, here's that barn.
And LSU, don't get me wrong, they got impressive wins, but they also struggle against Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Sherman against each other. So they easily could have been 4 or 5 loss teams before they got 2 losses.
Right.
I want to jump to the Michigan. Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
The only team that with 2 losses has a chance to get in is LSU if they beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Also, and then I want to get to the Michigan Ohio State. Now, say everybody do win out and TCU get a loss. I want to give y'all the real life scenario that we actually experienced. Once that Ohio State Michigan game come down to that Michigan State game with a block punt, and it don't matter who wins, who get eliminated.
If it's a real close game, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, they come down. You remember the Michigan State game when Michigan was up?
Trouble with the snap game?
Yeah, say one of them had trouble with the snap, and that's the reason they lost.
Or if they lose by a controversial spot.
Yeah,
on all the hits.
It's stuff that we actually seen, so it ain't nothing like we reaching for. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Does that mean they automatically eliminated?
Nah, see, I don't think so. I think especially if it's a close
If it's
game.
a close game like that, I think they've got a better shot of both teams getting in, no matter who is on the losing end of that one.
What if it rained?
What if the horseshoe field is crowned all? All right,
What if they run out of time?
Stop. Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Somebody who I should be playing in Columbus, God willing, is Blake Corum. He joins us next after Chris Villar's update, 97 on the ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Sports headlines. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by CTC Water Treatment. Justin Verlander received every vote to earn the AL Cy Young for the 3rd time in his career. He joined MLB Network to talk about the difference between now and his earlier wins.
I think you'd appreciate everything more the back third or quarter of your career. When you're young and things just go your way, you just don't understand what it takes to make things go your way. All of a sudden, things go the opposite direction. And that happened to me a couple times in my career. I think it makes you appreciate these times.
And JV now with 3 Cys, an MVP, a Rookie of the Year award, 2 rings, and a decision of which team to play for next as a free agent. He's 39 years old. Western football is surviving the elements after traveling north to Mount Pleasant and rallying to beat Central 12-10 in 30 degrees and snow. They scored the winning 5 points in the final 5 minutes with a safety and a field goal. Down in Ohio, Eastern beating Kent State 31-24. The Eagles are now 7-4 and 4-3 in the MAC. Basketball, Michigan overpowering Pitt 91-60. They move on to play Arizona State tonight in the Legends Classic. Oakland giving up more than a C note, falling at Toledo 112-90. U of D Mercy shot Ohio out of the building in Detroit 88-74. And Lions coach Dan Campbell says that they expect rookie receiver Jameson Williams to start practicing for the first time after Thanksgiving, as he has had no setbacks. Frank Ragnow, Jamal Williams, and Josh Paschal are among those who missed Wednesday practice with injury or illness. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
We're joined on the Stoney and Jansen program by Michigan running back Blake Corum, who RG3 calls McThickums. You like that name?
It's cool, I guess.
And when you have quads as thick as yours and you're strong, it's a compliment, right?
But it's a compliment, man. You know, RG3, he's a funny guy. You know, he's great in the entertainment world, broadcasting. You know, he's a funny dude. So, you know, he wants to call me McThickums, go ahead.
What's the best